In this video, we are going to be reading the 5-minute Peppa Stories. So, basically, there's a table of contents in this book. Let me show you. So, as you can see, there are plenty of stories to choose from, like The Tooth Fairy, George's New Balloon, Peppa Plays Soccer, Peppa's New Neighbors, The Dentist Trip, Let's Go Shopping Peppa, Sports Day, and Bedtime for Peppa. And so the table of contents shows you the name of each story or chapter, and it shows you what number the page is specifically on. So today we are going to be reading Let's Go Shopping Peppa. So you can put in the comments, what page number do we have to go to? You're right, 123. Let's go. All right. Let's go shopping, Peppa. One morning, Peppa and her family took a trip to the supermarket. Peppa and George jumped out of the car in excitement. They loved visiting the supermarket. First, we need a cart, said Peppa. Daddy Pig put George in the cart. Snort, snort, said George happily. Can I sit in the cart too? Asked Peppa. Ho, ho, Daddy Pig laughed. You're too big, Peppa, but you can help with the shopping. Oh, goody, Peppa said, skipping into the supermarket. There was so much to see inside. Can we get one of everything? Asked Peppa. No, Peppa, that would be far too much, replied Mommy Pig. But how do we know what to get? Asked Peppa. We use a shopping list, Mommy Pig said, showing Peppa a piece of paper. We have 4 things on our list today. Peppa and Mommy Pig read the list together. The first item on the list was tomatoes. I can see the tomatoes, shouted Peppa. Peppa counted 4 tomatoes as Mommy put them into the bag. 1, 2, 3, 4. She skipped off to put them in the cart. Daddy Pig crossed tomatoes off the list. So you see he crossed the tomatoes off the list. And so for this one, you'll need the picture. What is the next thing they get? If you said spaghetti, you're correct. Let's keep reading. What's next? Asked Mommy Pig. Spaghetti, shouted Peppa. Spaghetti, shouted George. Spaghetti was Peppa and George's favorite meal. Peppa found the spaghetti and put it in the cart. Well done, Peppa, said Mommy Pig. Peppa helped find the onions that were on the list too. The very last item on the list was fruit. I'll get it, said Peppa. It's George's turn now, said Mommy Pig. How about bananas, suggested Peppa, or apples, or pears, or oranges. George shook his head. He didn't want any of those. He wanted a very big. So, what do you think the fruit that's very big he wants? Let me give you a hint. It's very round and it's green.
Watermelon.
It was a watermelon.
Big, fat, pudgy watermelon.
Snort. Snort. George was very happy with his choice, even though it was bigger than him. Daddy Pig gave George the watermelon. It was very, very heavy. The one question I have is, how is he holding a giant watermelon? George dropped the watermelon into the cart. Rattle, rattle. It was so big, the whole cart shook. Tee hee hee. Everyone laughed. Well done, George, said Mommy Pig. Daddy Pig crossed fruit off the shopping list. That's everything, said Mommy Pig. Let's head to the checkout and pay. At the checkout, Peppa and Daddy Pig put the food on the conveyor belt. Miss Rabbit scanned each of them. Tomatoes, beep. Onions, beep. Watermelon, beep. Spaghetti, beep. Chocolate cake, beep. Chocolate cake? Asked Mommy Pig. That wasn't on the list. So if you didn't know what a conveyor belt is, you may or may not see it at a grocery store. Though it's a machine that just moves the items. So the cashier, which is Miss Rabbit, can take the items and then scan them and put them in bags and give them to the customers. Moving on. Said Daddy Pig, holding up the chocolate cake with a guilty look on his face. I thought it might be nice for dessert. Daddy Pig, Mommy Pig, said Mommy Pig. Sorry, said Daddy Pig, turning red. It looked delicious, snort. It does look yummy, said Mommy Pig. Let's pretend it was on our list. Hooray! Everyone cheered. When Peppa and her family arrived at home, it was time for dinner. They had delicious spaghetti followed by a big piece of watermelon and a great big piece of chocolate cake. Peppa, George, Mommy Pig, and Daddy Pig loved going shopping for food, but they loved eating most of all. The end. Like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy our next video. Bye!